Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy for this 5th outside the box card using elements from the Paper Pumpkin November kit called Gifts Galore. This is a gatefold card and I've done the belly band on it this time. So there's quite a few elements to it. So we've got the belly band, which is a 10-inch by 1-inch piece of Pool Party with a couple of the presents cut out on it, and then one of the banners cut down to size with the Happy Holidays on it. And I took the tree and I trimmed it at the bottom so it would fit on the card and cut it in half so that it's a gatefold card. And when you open it up, it's got the gingerbread and peppermint inside, with a piece of basic white cut with the scalloped rectangle or scalloped contour die. And the background on the front, I wanted it to look like a snowy field, is actually from the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. So let's get started on the elements we need to build this kit. I stamped the greeting in the Poppy Parade, and I'll just put this off to the side. And the belly band I did just a little bit loose so that it would slide over top of the bling. And the bling is opal rounds, and they are just put over top of the existing dots on the tree, and it really makes them look like they're lit up. And it totally softens the colors, so it really blends nicely. So let's get started. I've got my tree cut in half. I've got my interior piece. This is 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside, made out of the gingerbread and peppermint. And this is a 5 1/4 by 2 and another 5 1/4 by 2, and that's for the inside of the card. And I've got my gatefold card. The gatefold card starts out as your standard 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, but I've scored it at a little more than 2 1/8 in from each so that it meets in the middle. Sometimes with the scoring, you lose just that little tiny bit on the edge and it can create a gap on your card. And again, this is the In Good Taste, and it's cut to 5 1/4 by 2. So I'm going to take each one of those and I'm going to attach them to the front flap of the card. I'm just going to center them up like I normally would and drop it down. Like I say, I wanted something that looked like a snowy field in the background behind the tree. And although this DSP is probably meant to look like plaster work or a painted wall, it does just fine for here. I'm just trying to make sure that I've got this on the right way around. There we go. Although it's going to be covered up, it flows a little bit better like this. And then I take my trees and I put them on, and I've cut this one slightly off center. So I am going to have to wiggle it a little bit to get it on because I have cut it off center. So it won't open up exactly perfectly. I could trim it down to make it fit, but my lines wouldn't line up in the middle. So it's interesting that it doesn't fit because I had actually, this one I measured, the other one I winged it, and this one I've measured. So I'm just going to line this up with the bottom of the Designer Series paper. So it goes in like that. If I were to trim this up, if I trim it up, let's just try it. Let's see what happens when I trim it up by just a little bit, just 1/4 inch. Now it's probably not going to line up, but we'll give it a try. Let's see what happens. You don't know until you try. So I am now going to put this in. It fits better, and you don't even really notice that it doesn't line up because it's there is that gap in the middle. So I am just putting the adhesive on, And I am lining this up against the edge of the Designer Series paper like that. So there we go. So there's the tree on the front. Now I'm going to add the pieces in the middle. So let's take all of our center elements. We'll start with the 5 1/4 by 4 in the Gingerbread and Peppermint Designer Series paper. So I'm just going to take this and, oops, center it and put it in the middle like this. Okay, and then I'm going to do my interior flaps. And if you wanted to decorate these up with some of the elements from the rest of the gingerbread and peppermint kit, you can. You could cut out the star-shaped cookies or the Christmas decoration cookies, and you could pop those in as well, just to decorate the inside if you wanted to. I am going to now add my piece of basic white that I used the scalloped contour die to cut out. I'm going to center that. Gives you a place to write your greeting on the inside. Now, to do the belly band, I've cut a piece of Pool Party, 1 inch by 10 inches, and I have just made a mark with my pencil, just a little bit on each side of the card so that I've got enough wrap space on it. And it works out to be about 2 3/4, just a little bit shy of 2 3/4. So then you just fold it in like that. You can put adhesive on one of the flaps. And we'll just get the adhesive roll in here like this. And you can put it on the card just to make sure you've got enough wiggle room to fold it around. And then I'm just going to lay it over top and flap. So there's your belly band to hold your card closed. And what I did is I stacked the presents. I'm just going to put some adhesive at the top of this one because it's going to hang down over the belly band like that. And then I'll put adhesive at the bottom of this one because it's going to sit like this. And then I've got dimensionals on my Happy Holidays banner. And I'm just going to lay this over top so it's centered like that. Okay, so you can adjust where the belly band sits to see how what looks best. And I've got, like I say, I've got my opal rounds, and this uses a lot of opal rounds. They are one of my favorites, and you just literally put them down over top of the polka dots that are already on the tree. And you can see how, because the opal rounds are clear, but they've just got that glittery bit to them, then they pick up the color underneath. So you get this lovely, subtle lighting on the card. And these opal rounds do almost glow like they're lights. I wouldn't normally use this many pieces of bling on a single card, but these ones are going to go to some special people on my list, and they'll be put inside a package, so they won't be mailing on their own to go through all the mail sorting machines with all this bling on them. So I'm going to put another one at the bottom here, and then I'll add some up here. And I did check on the other card, and you can actually get the belly band over all of the bling, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm just going to bling this up. This is, like I say, this is the most bling I have ever put on a card, and if you want to fast forward through me blinging up the card, that is fine. I love all the comments so far. I've published 2 outside the box videos. The third one goes tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday. And then I've got one for Thursday. No, I've got one for Tuesday because today is Monday. Got one for Tuesday, one for Wednesday, and then this one I believe will be Thursday. And that will be the full run of my paper pumpkin videos for this round. So that is the card, and as I say, you can slide the belly band still. I'm not blinging up underneath the belly band because that just doesn't make any sense. So there we go. There is the 5th outside the box card using the Paper Pumpkin November kit called Gifts Galore. Thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.